Hey, hi, how you doing? What's going on, guys? It's Safely, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. So in today's video, I primarily wanted to focus on what I am trying to do as of right now, and one of my main goals that I have currently is to actually rejoin Hype Unit. Now, I know there was a little bit of drama in the past, and I do understand that some people may look down upon my decision. However, I feel like that would be the best for me. It's something that I would be very comfortable with. I have a lot of friends in the team since what went down a month or so ago, and it's just a decision that I wanted to make. It also doesn't help that the whole reason that everything happened is because I was pressured to leave the team, and honestly, man, I really do regret it, and I will say that openly. Now, with that out of the way, I would like to tell you guys that I am actually currently going for the Hype G Fuel RC, and I have been grinding my ass off. When I tell you guys that I've been grinding my ass off, I mean, like, my ass is gone. Like, it's gone. I've been playing copious amounts of BF4, amounts of BF4 that are really unhealthy, and I'm surprised that my desk hasn't broken in half yet. But without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get into some SLs and tell you exactly why I do want to rejoin, and just tell you about really what's been going on with me. So I'm not gonna really get into detail, but one thing that I will say is the whole drama, everything that went down, a lot of that is my fault. The majority of it is my fault. However, the whole decision of me deciding to leave and do everything of that sort, that was from an outside factor, an outside motivator, somebody trying to basically convince me to make that decision, and looking back at it, it's, one of the bigger mistakes that I've made. I definitely wouldn't have done it, and I wasn't in the right mind to do so. So with that being said, one thing that I will tell you guys is don't let other people make the decisions for you. You are in your best interests. Now, what I'm not saying is don't ever listen to what anybody else has to say, but what I am saying is if you think that it's not in your best interests, it's more or less a good idea to focus on yourself. Why the hell do I have an outlaw? One cool thing about BO4 is they added a quote-unquote new sniper. I mean, it's not new. It's an old sniper. I really can't believe that I wasted copious amounts of money to get a sniper that is not even a new one, dude. They added a old sniper to a game that is already dying, and they chose to do it at the end of the game's life cycle, which I can see why. Everybody else isn't really paying for anything. There was no real incentive to buy supply drops until they added this into the game, so I can't say what is this guy doing, but I can't say that I'm surprised. In the past couple of years, Activision really has shown their true colors, and if they want to make a quick buck, trust me when I say they will make a quick buck. As far as the Hype RC goes, I have hit a couple of clips for it, not as many as I would have liked. Honestly, I mean, I do still have quite a while. I think there's still like 2, almost 3 weeks left in this RC. So I'm not like super stressed or anything like that. And I'm trying not to stress, because when you do stress, you don't hit clips. So I got to stay as stress-free as possible. But one thing that I have been doing is I actually have been streaming almost every single day over at twitch.tv/thesafely. So make sure that you guys go ahead and follow me on there if you don't already. I stream basically every other day. I was trying to stream every day, but that just doesn't work out with my work schedule, unfortunately, but I'm streaming as often as I can and being as reasonable as I can with that. This time around, it's not really like a player ordeal. I'm trying to do just a little bit of everything. So essentially, I've been streaming. I'm going to be uploading. I haven't really uploaded anything yet. This is actually going to be the first upload for the RC, but the only reason for that is just because I've created like a bunch of videos, but I always put off editing them, so now we have this one. As well as I have hit a couple of clips, just to name a few. I have a multi with this sniper rifle. I have a multi, and I finally hit a 5 on after like almost the entire game's life cycle. I finally did it, guys. Who would have thought that I would have been, the best at the game? Yeah, bro, I'm like the best at BO4. I'm the best to ever touch the game, okay? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And for anybody who wants to twist my words, that was sarcasm, okay? I think one thing that I really need to work on for myself is going to be consistency, because there are some times when I can be super consistent and there's some times that I can't, but I guess that's kind of, a weird way to say it, because technically if you're not always consistent, that also means that you're not always consistent with being consistent. I'm confused. Basically, I want to upload more, but it's just the state of mind, because I can tell myself that I want to upload, and I can sit down and I can try and make a video, but at the end of the day, if it's not something that I really want to do, the end product of the video isn't going to be any good. And I've sat down a couple times this past week and I've tried to record videos, but it was just so forced, and I didn't want to upload it because I knew that nobody would really like it, nobody would really enjoy it, and I don't want to upload content that you guys don't enjoy, because what's the point of that, like I'm just uploading it to get an upload out, and that's not something that I really like to do. Man, there is something about going 7-24 on Nuketown your first game on that just makes you want to smash your head across your fucking desk. One thing that I do want to tell you guys is I'm super thankful for the support that I have received on Twitter, and for those of you that aren't following me on Twitter, which is like probably 800 of you because I know that not all of you follow me, yeah, my Twitter's going to be twitter.com/5athletes, the number 5 and then AFELY. I know you can figure that out. I've received a ton of support from you guys, and I'm really thankful for it. I tweeted out, I think, about a week ago, right before the RC dropped, saying who supports #HypeSafelyV2, and that tweet got over like 50 likes and a bunch of support, and honestly, it really does mean a lot, you know. And of course, you're always going to get those people that try and bring you down or tell you that it's a bad decision, but honestly, you just need to silence those people, you know, cut them out, especially if they're close friends, because, you know, if your friends don't have your best interests in their best interests, you know, that's, well, okay, actually, that sounds really bad. If your friends don't support what you have in your best interests, I wouldn't consider those friends. The one thing that I'm really trying to focus on is honestly just proving that me being picked back up to the team, like I'm trying to prove that I not only do I want it, but that I deserve it. Because I think that's the biggest thing. Because leaving the way I did, usually, you know, I can see from a leader's perspective, they're going to be like, well, he left once, what's going to keep him from doing it again? And I think that that's the biggest weight stacked against me, that and the fact that I joined so many teams afterwards, which really is my bad. Like, honestly, there's no one else to blame but myself for that. And I hate that because I really gave myself a worse reputation than I already had. And I mean, I don't want to say I necessarily have a bad reputation, but really what I think it is a lot of people would see me as like, well, you know, he's joined all these teams in the past, and he's left so fast in the past that what's necessarily going to keep him in this time around. And for me, the whole point of going as hard as I am with streams, uploads, and everything like that, as well as clips, you know, the whole point of that is to show that, you know, this isn't just like a, oh, well, let me back in. Like, I don't want to be a pity recruit. That's not what I want. I don't want to be re-recruited just because, you know, I've been in before, which I don't think would happen, honestly. I really do think that, you know, I do have the leader's eye. I do think that Letty and Pryor and everybody else, like, they're aware that I'm grinding and trying to rejoin, but I know, you know, I know straight up that if I don't prove it, then it's just not going to happen. And what I will say is, even if I don't end up getting back in off this RC, that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop grinding, okay? Because that's the complete opposite. That's where so many people mess up, because they think, oh, well, I didn't make it in off the RC, so, you know, I'm probably not going to make it in the first place. Then they stop. And I really think as long as I show my dedication, I can make this a reality, and I can hopefully, holy fucking shit, I am bad at this game. Hopefully, I'll be able to rejoin. And I really think that, you know, it's all the effort that I put forth that can make that happen, and I'm going to do the best I can to make it happen. One thing that I think is very important to success, not only when it comes to videos or, you know, clips or anything like that, but when it just becomes being happy, like when it comes to that, you know, I think that it's very important that you surround yourself with like-minded people that, you know, not only want to help themselves, but help you as well. I think that it's important to surround yourself with like-minded people that have similar goals that are close to yours, and that's what I've done recently. I had a lot of friends that didn't necessarily have the same viewpoints as me, and there's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but if you are going to hang around people a majority of the time and spend your the majority of your time around somebody, you're going to want them to be similar to you, or at least have similar interests, because, you know, that could really take a damper on your ideas or what you're trying to do. So I myself have gotten together with an old squad of mine, and, you know, honestly, I really think that it's one of the best things I could have done. I've enjoyed COD much more lately than I have in the past, just mainly because I've surrounded myself with people that allow me to enjoy it. Which is something that I didn't think would happen. Like, I really thought that I was going to be on the verge of quitting. But luckily, you know, due to my decision, that's just not the case. I'm arguably more motivated now than I have been in a very long time, which is a good thing because, you know, I want to pump out content and I want to make sure that I'm providing the best content possible. And I really think that with my friends around me, I can definitely make that happen. And you know, the streams are just big involvement with that. Being able to stream with the homies, like, that's great. I love the fact that I'm able to do that, and being able to just bounce ideas off of people's heads, or even just talk with people every day about goals that I have or that we have, and just what we want to do. Like, it's just motivational to me. And you know, I just gotta tell you that, you know, being able to do that and having that capability the past couple of weeks, it's really blown my mind. And one thing that I will tell you is watch out for me and my squad come next year when it comes to Modern Warfare, because we have big plans. We're gonna be making big moves, and let's hope that when we come back to this video next year, you'll be like, oh damn dude, he was right, his squad is making big moves, because that is the whole goal. That really is the whole goal. I already pre-ordered the game, and I'm really hoping to kill it. I'm hoping that they don't disappoint me this year, because you know, the game, it really looks too good to be true, to be honest, and I hope that they do the right thing. But anyway guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I'm going to try and upload content as consistently as possible, but with my work schedule it's a little bit iffy, but I'm going to do the best I can. In the meantime, I do try and stream as often as possible as well, so if I don't have a video up, always make sure to check my Twitch, because I may just be live. I do tweet when I'm going live on Twitter, so if you want to make sure to keep in touch with that, always make sure to follow me on Twitter to figure out whether or not I upload or if I'm streaming. Anyway guys, like I said, I hope you did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Safely, and I'm out. Peace.